may or may not be the last part of this discussion of the natural attitude and the bracketing of that. But I want to discuss the positing of yourself into this. General positing which characterizes the natural attitude. What we presented is a characterization of the givenness belonging to the natural attitude, and therefore the characterization of that attitude itself is a piece of the pure description prior to any theory. So he's kind of characterizing it further, but what I want to get to is, once more in the following propositions we single out something most important. As what confronts me, I continually find the one spatial temporal actuality which I belong, like all other human beings who are to be found in it, and who are related to it as I am. I find the actuality, the word already says it, as a factually existent actuality, and also accept it as it presents itself to me as factually existing. This is the ultimate characterization of it. I find the actuality, the word already says it, as a factually existent actuality, and also accept it as it presents itself to me as factually existing. Those are the buzzwords right there of the natural attitude. I'm looking at it as, get off my ear, boy. I'm looking at this as it's. Is this creeping you out? Get down. All right. I'm looking at the world as it's factually existing. I'm looking at it as it immediately perceives to me, as I immediately perceive it, and I am thinking of it as actuality, as ontological actuality. This is what the natural attitude is, and I'm looking at it as factually existing. That's the buzzwords right there for the natural attitude. Now, this is not what Husserl thinks. This is just his characterization of it. No, don't mistake for this here. This is not his belief of how one should look at this, because as he's characterizing this natural attitude, he's characterizing it so that he can knock it down. He's characterizing it, and he's getting ready to alter it and knock it down so that and then this is what kind of gives a basic idea of phenomenology. No doubt about or rejection of data belonging to the natural world alters in any respect the general positing which characterizes the natural attitude. The world is always there as an actuality. Here and there it is as most otherwise than I suppose. This or that is, so to speak, to be struck out of it and given such titles as illusion or hallucination and the like. It is to be struck out of the world which... okay. Now, talking about everything being on hand for you beyond your field. I mean, this is my field of perception, and everything else beyond this is what I'm concentrating on. Everything right here, everything beyond that is everything that's on hand for me, and then discussing that, and then discussing all the cogito and the cogitatum that are surrounding that in my consciousness, my brain, and my mind. And then all those things surrounding this, and granting that all of this is factually existent beings. Everything in this whole world is factually existent beings as actualities. That is positing yourself into it, and positing other ego subject as well as yourself in there as, the whole cogito thing and all the on-hand stuff and all that together. That characterizes the natural attitude, because this is the natural attitude, because if you think of it all in this way, you're basically positing yourself into it. No doubt about its rejection of data belonging to the natural world alters in any respect the general positing which characterizes the natural attitude. Okay. To cognize the world more comprehensively, more reliably, more perfectly in every respect than naive experiential cognizance can, to solve all problems of scientific cognition which offer themselves within the realm of the world. That is the aim of the sciences belonging to the natural attitude. And then all of the thoughts around it, that science is belonging to it also. Now, I'm probably kind of butchering this a little bit, but this is all of this together is the natural attitude. And what he's going to do here is he's going to bracket this, and I'm going to come back in a different video and talk about the actual breaking down of it. And it's called bracketing and parenthesizing, or